Welcome to Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings. As today the Giants got their butts kicked by the Marlins 8-3. You can follow me at robiman at twitter.com. Yes, the Giants started off good with a lead. Today the Giants at robiman at Twitter started off with a lead, then they fucking blew the lead. And this was Ty Block's stinker today. Giants start. Miami got off to a 2. And Miami started off with a 2-0 lead. Then in the third, the Giants came back to take the lead 3-2. Then they fucking blow it in the bottom of the third to tie it 3-3. Then Miami wouldn't look back after that. D. Gordon, 3 for 5 in this game. Giancarlo Stanton, 2 for 4 with a fucking home run. Marcell Ozuna with another home run, and that's all she wrote from there. Not a good day for Ty Block. 6 earned runs and 6 innings pitched. 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 2 home runs. Kyle Crick, 2 runs, 1 earned. Not a good day for him either. Not a good day at all for the Giants. And it's too bad that the Marlin fans are not attending the games, especially at a time where the Marlins are really starting to catch fire. They're now only 3 games under 500, and they are really starting to. They're now only 8 games back of the second wild card after tonight's loss. And Colorado right now, Arizona leading Houston 1-0. Colorado and Atlanta tied at 0-0. But they could plausibly be 7.5 games after tonight's game, depending on how the results go. And really give Don Mattingly a lot of credit for not giving up on this season. And Loria wanted to, and former owner Jeff Loria from not really blowing up the roster at the deadline like he wanted to. Now with the Jeter ownership group coming in to take over this team, I really think there's going to be a lot of hope coming for the Marlins at this point. And their stadium's nice. I would like to see fans start getting into the seats here. Get fans back in the seats is going to be the biggest priority right now. And that's got to be imperative for Derek Jeter at this point, is to get fans back in the seats and really try to get Miami a baseball town. Right now, like I said, if things go well here in September and they can continue to play hot and continue closing the gap on the wild card race, and with the NL wildcard race starting to tighten up a bit with Colorado and Arizona leaking, this is Miami's time to make a push. And with Miami making a push, this is time for fans to start filling the stadium. Tonight's attendance was only 17,096. When conceivably there should be 30,000 people, and normally this would be good for 30,000 people if they played their cards right. But the fans need to start showing up, and I'm hoping that the Jeter ownership group can get together. And I also think that some people want Mattingly fired. I don't think so. I think Mattingly should stay. And I think Mattingly earns himself another year to get it right. And I think Mattingly, is welcome in LA, but I think that with I think that at least for one more year, let the new ownership give a fair evaluation to Don Mattingly and a fair evaluation to the talent. I think if they keep playing the way they are, they're going to be a playoff caliber team maybe in a year or two if things go right. And that means holding on to Dan Straley, holding on to Edison Volquez, and maybe add another starter. This could be a good team next year. See what happens, though, but I do like their odds here. In a minute here, I will do the out-of-town scores. But priority number one for Jeter is to market the Marlins. I think that the time is now to market. This is especially with them making the playoff push. They are really starting to get themselves back in the hunt at this point. All right, let's go to games that have gone final. And this one just went fine. No, the Indians beat the Red Sox 7-3. Your winning pitcher, Trevor Bauer, losing pitcher, Doug Fister. Eduardo Nunez, 3 for 5 in this game for the Red Sox. Rafael Devers, 2 home runs in this game. So they finally found themselves a third baseman in Boston. Fister only went 4 1/3 innings, 5 earned runs. And another good outing for Bauer, 3 earned runs and 6 2/3 innings pitched. And in the Subway Series tonight, the Yankees beat the Mets 4-2. Your winning pitcher, David Robertson. Your losing pitcher, Hansel Robles. Gary Sanchez, 2 for 3 for the Yankees. He's starting to get hot with his bat. Aaron Judge, his 36th home run. Gary Sanchez, his 20th home run of the season. Luis Cessa in a spot start, 4 third innings pitched, 2 earned runs. And in the only other game that's final as of right now, the Blue Jays beat the Rays 2-1. Your winning pitcher, Nick Tepesh, and your losing pitcher, Jake Odorizzi. And in games in progress right now, in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Rangers are leading the Tigers 6-2. The Cubs are leading the Reds 7-2 in the top of the 6th. No score between Atlanta and Colorado for top of the 7th. Astros, the D-backs lead the Astros 1-0 top of the 3rd. In the top of the 2nd, the Royals and A's are tied at 1. The Orioles and Mariners tied at 1 apiece, bottom of the 1st inning. And in the top of the 2nd inning, no score between the Phillies and the Padres. And your probables for tomorrow are Madison Bumgarner against Dan Straley. This will be a 4:10 start tomorrow. And down on the farm right now, no score between the Bees and the River Cats in the bottom of the second inning. And tonight's starting pitcher for the River Cats is Casey Kelly, who currently has a 4.31 ERA. Now your up-to-date standings. Right now, Boston holds a 4.5 game lead over New York, who won tonight. And Tampa Bay falls back another game, has lost 4 in a row. Toronto only 4 games under 500 and is only a game out of third place. So Toronto's starting to get themselves in the position to maybe make a run in September. Cleveland now 5 games up on Minnesota and Kansas City. Nothing to really talk about in the West. All games are still in progress. And Miami now only 8 games out of the wild card, 57 and 60. And everything else is still the same. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for this early edition of Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings. I'll be back after tomorrow's game. And no show Wednesday since it's an early game. Keep it orange, keep it black, keep it orange and black. Good day, good afternoon, and good night, everybody.